Welcome back to the channel. And oh my goodness, we were just talking about this on Gaming News Weekly. Y'all don't understand. Y'all need to come there. Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time. We be talking gaming news, bro, on this channel. That's what I do here. And Gears of War Reloaded is the most pre-ordered game on PlayStation right now. What in the fuck is the PlayStation fan doing to PlayStation? They don't. Do you understand how much damage this is doing to the PlayStation brand? This is not damaging the Xbox brand at all. People will talk like, oh, Xbox, one of their biggest franchises, is on PlayStation. PlayStation is not doing that. PlayStation couldn't do it if they wanted to. That's the part of their brain that they don't awaken when they talk about shit like this. Xbox lost a whole lot of people to PlayStation during the Xbox One generation. We know a whole lot of 360 Xbox niggas on PS4s. And then they went on to own PS5s. They didn't come back to Xbox. Why? They spent a lot of money on PlayStation. They built a brand on PlayStation. This is what Phil was saying when he said, like, yeah, we can't just go take gamers back and bring them to Xbox. Like, the console selling war thing is over for Xbox. They lost the console war in PS4 generation. That is what they were talking about. Because when Don Magic and Microsoft disrespect the fuck out the gamer with the Xbox One, they lost a lot of niggas. PlayStation monopolized the fuck out of that. They capitalized heavy. So Xbox knows there's a lot of Xbox niggas on PlayStation. They would love to be playing Xbox games on PlayStation. Why the fuck would we not go to those gamers? And ever since then, they've been slowly and surely offering Xbox gamers on PlayStation the Xbox games they grew up playing. Forza's there doing massive numbers. They got Sea of Thieves over there. They got Grounded over there. They got Pentiment over there. Now they getting fucking Gears over there. And them bitches are topping charts. PlayStation themselves, they open their top 10 best-selling fucking games every month, and 6 out of the 10 are Xbox games, and are looking at their store like, how do we stop this from happening? Right now, Gears of War is the top pre-orders game. Motherfuckers are going into Gears multiplayer for the first time. They've never experienced a multiplayer game like this. They've never experienced multiplayer at the caliber of Gears, and they're over there having a good old time. They're getting shit on when they turn crossplay on because Xbox niggas has been doing this a long time. But for the new PlayStation fans that talk to their ex-Xbox homeboys that played Gears back in the day, and they're like, hey bro, you gotta get Gears, bro. Multiplayer's gonna slap. They going in there, they getting shit on. They on the internet crying, turn crossplay off. They're too dangerous over there. Xbox niggas are showing up. PlayStation, they trying to have a good time in the game. No, this ain't casual, bro. Gears is hardcore. You gotta really be in there, motherfuckers. They're going through it, but it's Gears of War. They can't help but get in that shit. Because once you get in it, you don't want to leave. Microsoft knows Gears. Like, PlayStation had 20 years to try to replicate Gears, and they still haven't. They had 20 years to replicate Gears. They still haven't got close. Not to the storytelling, to the character development, to the multiplayer experience. They haven't got close to either of those. In the 20 years Gears has been out. And now Gears of War has stepped onto a PlayStation and is dominating. And it's like, PlayStation, they're in a precarious position. Because now, when you look at their store, Gears is the most pre-ordered game. You know what the last most pre-ordered game was? Forza Horizon 5, and y'all supposed to have the best driving simulator? And Forza Horizon 5 and old as Xbox game came over there and shit on your whole platform, bro. There's PlayStation content creators right now playing Forza Horizon 5 on the internet. Why ain't they playing GT? Why ain't they playing GT? Nah, GT ain't it. PlayStation knows GT ain't it, because now Forza's there, and now they get to experience an actual great racing game. They only had GT for this long. Microsoft's like, okay, bro, we can show them, like, let a motorsport go over there. They could put fucking Motorsport 5 over there on PlayStation, and it's gonna shit on GT7. That is how obsolete GT has been, and how deprived PlayStation fans have been from actual great experiences. And it's so crazy that the gaming media for years were telling everybody that Xbox games weren't desired by anybody. Microsoft was just throwing them bitches away. That's why they got Game Pass. They can't sell them bitches. And now look at PlayStation Store. Covered in Xbox game sales. Topping the fucking charts every month. Xbox is topping the charts. And now you have to ask the gaming industry, was Xbox really undesired? or was the gamer cut off from Xbox games? And that's exactly what it was, bro. When all the gamers left 360 and went to PS4, because 90% of them definitely did, you see Xbox console sales now, like them bitches are in a gutter. But game sales, nah, they buying them bitches on PlayStation. Why? Because they love those games. Gears, if I was a PlayStation owner and I came from the 360, you think I wouldn't play Gears, bro? You know how many PlayStation fans want to play Xbox games, but they don't want to move to Xbox to do that? Now they can buy them bitches on their PlayStation. They can experience these games that they heard so much about growing up. And they don't have to leave their platform. This is a win-win for the gamer. But for PlayStation themselves, for Sony Interactive Entertainment, they are in a precarious position. Because they have big releases coming out this year. They have Ghost of Yotai. They have Death Stranding 2. They have a Lost Soul Aside. Like, they have big releases coming this year. But are they topping the fucking charts? No, 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 my friend. Outer Worlds 2. Gears of War Reloaded. Ninja Gaiden. Xbox games are topping their fucking charts right now. Xbox already had 3 or 4 big releases already this year. They have 3 more slated, and PlayStation fans are eating them bitches the fuck up, bro. They've never been this fed on content in their lifespan of the PS5. They're eating so good. Microsoft is in the kitchen, cooking up for all gamers everywhere. PlayStation is sitting here like they can muster 1 big release a year after this. That is what their higher ups are telling the gamers. Like, we could probably get 1 big game out there, but how are you going to sell that big game against Microsoft dropping big games everywhere? Because if everybody's spending all their money on Gears Reloaded, even though Gears Reloaded isn't that expensive. I think it's like $40, $50, I think. You get beta access to the multiplayer so you can get in there, fuck around, get the feel for Gears. Nobody's buying PlayStation releases. And I was saying this on Gaming News Weekly. If Microsoft really wanted to shut out PlayStation on their own store, PlayStation would drop a release date for a game. All Microsoft got to do is drop a game next to it. It's not hurting Microsoft a single fucking bit. Every sale that they get on PlayStation only helps bolster the Xbox brand. Because they're spending that money making more content for the gamers. So all they got to do is drop a fucking game next to a PlayStation big release. They don't even have to be a big fucking release game. Like, a remaster right now is topping their fucking charts. An old ass Forza game was topping their charts before. Just imagine Microsoft just re-release Fallout 3 because we know that remaster is coming. PlayStation's next big release is what game? We actually don't fucking know after this year. We really don't know what the fuck is coming in the future for PlayStation. But we know they got Wolverine coming. They're supposed to have Venom coming. They're supposed to have whatever the fuck Naughty Dog is making next with the Prophet game. Just think about that. All those releases that we do know Sony is making, Microsoft could drop a fucking remaster right in front of that bitch and destroy that bitch in sales. Well, not destroy that bitch in sales, but definitely offset that motherfucker by a margin PlayStation can't afford. Because PlayStation has to sell games. I was talking about this on Gaming News Weekly too. Doom is one of the biggest games to come out this year. Doom was touted how they had 5 million, 6 million players, all that. They've only sold 1 million copies. They've only sold 1 million copies. Man, who the fuck cares that Doom only sold 1 million copies? Not a single soul. You go look across the internet, everybody playing Doom, enjoying the fuck out of the game, loving that bitch. 90% of people that play Doom play that bitch in Game Pass. That's exactly what Microsoft wants. Doom is a big ass name, a big ass brand. And they only sold 1 million copies of Doom: The Dark Ages. That says a lot about the power Microsoft has in this gaming industry. That they can only sell 1 million copies of Doom and be perfectly fine. Doom's rated high. All the gamers are enjoying the fuck out of it. There's complaints here and there. There's complaints here and there about Doom: The Dark Ages. It's not like it's a perfect game. It's a great fucking experience to have. But you think PlayStation can have a big release, like a big IP? One of their big IPs, like a Magic God of War coming out, and them only selling 1 million. The whole fucking Santa Monica getting shut down. PlayStation don't have that type of flexibility over there. So if Xbox was really trying to dismantle PlayStation on a PlayStation Store, they would just drop a nostalgia hit right on top of a PlayStation release and just watch the gamers have to choose. Because not every gamer has hundreds of dollars to be spending on gaming. No, nigga, they buying one game every couple months, maybe 3 games a year. And games are only getting more expensive. So are they going to buy the next $80, $90 release from PlayStation? Or are they going to buy the $50, $60 release from Xbox? And now they got to pick and choose. And the more that picks the Xbox one, the less money PlayStation gets for their own IP, which they need to make those $300 million budgets back. And if they're not making those back, they're going to end up like Ben Studios. Ben Studios only released the same game 2 times for PlayStation since the PS4, and they're already going through layoffs or losing their leadership. What the PlayStation? They can't afford failure at any point. And Microsoft is doing shit like this just casually. That's not a safe place for PlayStation to be. Like, as a business, that's not a safe place. Even though your gamers are so happy. They're so happy, but PlayStation themselves, Sony Interactive Entertainment, they're not having a good old time looking at this. When they look at their charts and they don't see a single PlayStation release in the top 10, they're not happy about it. You know who is happy about it? The gamers. They don't give a fuck if a PlayStation release are in the top 10 or not. That don't matter to them. They having fun in their Xbox releases. But PlayStation themselves are looking at those charts and they're fuming, bro. Because they're trying their best to get Xbox to be nobody. And Xbox is everybody to all gamers right now today. They're everybody. Everybody's an Xbox fan now. And that's exactly what Satya was saying, bro. He like, everybody's an Xbox fan. Rather you a PlayStation fan or not. When you're playing Gears of War, guess what? You're Xbox nigga now. And that is a crazy place to be. And I don't know how Sony recovers. We really don't know how Sony can get out of this. Because Xbox is going to keep doing it. Why? Because Sony can't do anything about it, bro. It's low-key bullying. But Xbox is in 3rd place, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to have to end this right here. Make sure that like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.